Oh, I was trying to make sure I'm keeping up with you. Yeah. So,
Hey, Shalom, Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites coming out here day in and day out, prophesy the downfall of America, modern day Babylon, spiritual Sodom of Egypt, the uprising of Israel, which consists of so-called Negro Latinos, the hopeful elect, the elect, if you will. And we're gonna give, like always, foremost, always halal.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadai. Rock that Yahweh, rock that Yahweh, rock that Yahweh.
Hey, I'm still rolling. Double honors to Apostle, Elder Bishop, the great no stone, must salutation to the brothers teaching word for the hopeful election to be elected. Most High will. Hope this thing like shall bless men, women, and children, returning the Most High with the contrite spirit. A little bit more. Yeah. And going various topics, illuminated ones, various topics. We do Most High willing is edifying. America is not Lucifer, man. IUIC is going off again, as they always do. Not with every little bit thing, but they're going off. Like the rest, a lot of these other camps are going off, man. So the illuminated ones, there's two factions of them, on the right side and the left hand side, man. The elites got a code word called Illuminati, which is light bearers, which means the illuminated ones, the light bearers. And that's the light on the left hand side. Like it's a scripture that says, "The light of the wicked will be put out." So, we're gonna just get into some scriptures, man. Wherever the Spirit takes us. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 32. And
Okay. It's not that Sunday morning.
You want me to start with that?
Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. And it reads, how art thou fallen from heaven?
Yeah, so American didn't fall from heaven, man. I mean, we know that's symbolic, but and they'll try to break that down like America is losing its power. Go ahead.
Oh,
Lucifer, which means light bearer. That's all Lucifer means. All Lucifer means, man. Not Satan per se, like a spiritual, specific demon Satan. It's people that practice light bearing. Go ahead.
Son of the morning.
Son of the morning, man. And it tells you that in instances of what they say, they practice in the morning. They practice it because it's in their hands to do so. They practice it. They say sleep not lest they dumb this shit. Their practice is basically a representative of how they, do things in their watch. Go ahead.
How art thou cut down to the ground?
Yeah, to a low place. Now, it's a such thing as heavenly rule. Like we're in hell right now in the so-called white man's rule. So he got his own rulership of what you would call heaven today. But he's going to be brought down, meaning Most High's going to take this staff, gonna take his rulership away. You know, so they're gonna be brought low. The Luciferians on the left hand side, they're gonna be brought low. Go ahead.
So-called Jews.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Which did its weaken the nation.
Yeah, and you know they do got weaponry, where they got bombs and they bomb people. You know, Israeli they got bombs. America got bombs. Edomites rule the world in a whole. As a whole, they got bombs. Go ahead. That was it. And I want to just say this too. America is a vague way of explaining and expressing wickedness or anything. Because it's like America. Like, we know America is Babylon, but there's people in America, like as we are the hopeful elect in America. You know? So America shouldn't be described as Lucifer. Because we're the light bearers within America, man. We call it American sometimes. Even if you want to be, even if you are Israelite, they still call you African American and shit. So America is not Lucifer, man. It is Babylon the Great. It is these kingdoms into one, spiritual Sodom and Egypt. You know? Go ahead.
And when you well, no, hang on, because you might read it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 13, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
Yeah, just like we read in Obadiah, he said it nest above the stars. He said, who shall bring them down? Talking about the same guy, these same people, man. The same power structure. You know, they got churches called Luciferians, but you know, that doesn't explain the whole nature of Lucifer. You know, America doesn't explain the whole nature of Lucifer. It's basically a cash cow for the elite in the banking family. America's gonna be destroyed. You know, it ain't even gonna be around in the near future. So it doesn't set a staple of identity with the Most High being Lucifer. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh.
That's what he has done, so to speak, in the firmaments. NASA program stations, space stations, whatever. They had the space race, 1957, whatever. You know, so they pride themselves with that. They even claiming stuff of the firmaments, like the moon and stars and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah, you could buy a star and name it.
Yeah.
But how you gonna buy a star and name it like it's something that you create? You can't do that.
And it goes in the curse that says, we should go to him for the one of all things. How you gonna have to pay him? And the stars are just, you know, up there, man. They've been long before he was born.
And that's what's crazy, man, with this Big Bang Theory, how they make it seem like, you know, like just sitting on a rock floating somewhere just paying bills. Man, somebody had to construct that, man.
Yeah,
everything had to be constructed. And that's why we're saying that, like you said, you know, there's no way that this could be Lucifer. It doesn't match up with how things were set, man.
Yeah. You know, because they bear a certain light in a certain way and do stuff so-called constructively a certain way. You know? So here, America is just a concept of somebody's, you know, mind. It was named after a guy that's not even here no more. Mega Vespucci shit. We don't even know what America Vespucci's ideas were. We know he's an Edomite, but we don't know a lot of stuff that America does could be the opposite of what he did. He wanted to set in his heart. Shit. We don't know.
You know, one thing they call their nuns after their own name.
Yeah,
that's one way to know he's Edomite.
Exactly. Yeah. So that part, yeah. But Edomite, Most High put Edom against Edom. He could have wrote some stuff that America don't even agree with. The American, go ahead.
Just like with World War II with Hitler and America.
Yeah.
They was fighting against each other.
That's Russia and NATO.
And NATO.
Yeah, you know.
So they go against each other too.
Yep.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation.
Yeah.
Israelites.
The power of Israelites, because you know, like it says, you drank of my holy mountain, man. You know, so they basically took over our land, and not only that, spiritually took over the people. And drunk wine, and they doing it now. Sitting in their high places, their stomachs, and laughing and making mockery out of the Israelites as they are ruling over us right now. Go ahead.
In the sides of the north.
Sides of the north, man.
Yeah. So that's talking about over here, man.
North America.
A lot of this stuff is declared from the north, even though it's being moved from the east by the skies, man. It's plain, man. It's plain how they doing this, man. It's bigger than just a damn picture of one Edomite, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay. Verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Ascend above the heights of the clouds, man. That's in firmaments, man. I don't like to say space because there's so much space in the firmament. You can't say that they take over that shit. They don't rule space. Most High makes space. He said he stretches the curtains out like heavens out like a curtain. He could shrink. That's his domain. Most High spaces stuff out. Go ahead.
I will be like the Most High.
He said he would be like the Most High. That's why he looks at us like ants. Like the Most High calls us grasshoppers in the scriptures. He considers go to the ant where he's what we call it, microscoping us and shit, man. Looking at us like he sees us as mites, as small people, because he got his big, fashion of his rulership looking down at us. Even when he in these downtown cities, they're not in these downtown cities. They look over these downtown cities. They don't have to go there. It's like if you have Google Earth, you don't have to go to you could go to Google Earth, and it's like a portal. Have y'all been to Google Earth? And you could go to the very street and block in the house of somebody. So, if they want to know how a project going is, then they'll send spies if they have to. If they want to know how stuff going, they just satellite that shit. Put it on the big screen and look, this is what happened in the ghetto. This is what happened with the Negroes and shit. And then even with the firmaments and shit, they'll be up there. They want to make drones into chariots, because the chariots are stationary. They don't have to move for years and decades. They can't do that, but they'll the blueprint it we on that level of power. They're not, but they'll imitate the Most High and say they are the Most High. They're really not. Go ahead.
I got water, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go up in there and buy y'all some water.
Water. You want to?
You want some water?
We can go to let us say they shall merely look upon thee. And see, they try to be slick by breaking, trying to break these scriptures down.
This is Isaiah.
Well, of course, this is the part of Edom. This Basra. It's Edom's capitalization over here in America, but it's not the whole Edom-like structure, man.
That's two scriptures.
Yeah.
Verse 15. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 15. Yeah, thou shalt be brought down to hell.
Yeah. So it said before that scripture, it said, I will ascend in the clouds, and I will be like the Most High. What did it say next?
Verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
You're going to be brought down to hell. And that lets you know that hell is not an everlasting fire and shit. You was up high, you're going to be brought low. That's where you have no power. You stripped of everything. The nation of Israel is going to come down and rule your ass. America's going to be destroyed. So that's not even in the question of, is a part of that transition of one kingdom to another, but it's not really important on that level of us coming back down the road. It's going to be destroyed. Go ahead.
To the sides of the pit.
To the sides of the pit. That's where you going, man. You know? That's where Esau is going. Go ahead.
Verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Yeah, when we in the kingdom, remember we kind of make jokes about it, like, who is that? That they use a rule, Edom. If we ain't gonna mention America, we might mention like they use a rule of land that was, they call the capital of the. But who cares about a damn America, man? America is not on that level of importance, but to be destroyed. We're talking about the elite people, man. We're talking about the banking family. We're talking about the Illuminati. They call themselves Illuminati.
The Edomites as a whole.
The Edomites as a whole. The exorcism of their power as a whole, man. You know, when you make it think of America, like, yeah, you know, America, well, it's just very vague, man. It's not according to true breakdown. Go ahead.
That did shake kingdoms.
Bombed. Didn't Israel bomb people too? NATO bomb people. America's not the only people that bomb people and made them weak, you know? And with their democracy and everything, they make people weak. That doesn't only come from America. You know? There are Edomites on the other side that do the same thing, man, because they're Edomites as a whole. And also, this is the cash cow of the elite banking family. This is not even it's the prime because the Eastern world, they want to separate themselves from the Eastern world. They don't want to be no parts of that Eastern world because there's so much included of those, you know, dynamical parts of us being there, our presence. Not so much here. So they use this as the final so-called paradise land for themselves, a new world order. You know, the leading anchor palace of the new world order. But what are they ruling from? They're ruling from England and all that. You know, they're the banking thing. Even when the 9/11 happened, they wasn't even over it.
Mm-hmm.
With their satellites, they watched it from over there, in England, what have you. So don't pride America like that. Like they just, you know, especially now they're being watered down. As they're being watered down and broken up, you know, the Eastern world still got a little edge to them still. You know, America's finished. The epitome of this bullshit. You know? Because, you know, Russia's smart. They're not just going to be like, yeah, they're going to be like, damn, we're surrounded by the Eastern world people and shit. You know, you got Iran over there. You got China. China is Eastern world people, man. Japan is Eastern world people. They're the children of the lot. Go ahead.
Verse 17. That made the world as a wilderness.
Yep. And you know, world, and that's wherever they go. But you know, like I said, we said, America is a kind of like a pinnacle for them to describe their power. You know, even though it's exercised over there from on the other side, it's a pride for them. But you know, what did it say again?
That made the world as a wilderness.
Yeah. But it like the apostles start with the apostles, elders on down. This is a main grounds of what's about to happen. The main grounds of where prophecy is coming from. It started. You got people over there, all the way on the other side, brothers all over. But where did the truth come from? American grounds were up over there in New York, where the apostles are. You know, why didn't it come from the Eastern world? Because this is the main grounds of this thing unfolding. but it's still in the same key information eye of it is America ain't shit. You know? Go ahead.
And destroyed the cities there.
They destroyed the cities there. Everywhere they go, they corrupt and destroy. Go ahead.
That opened not the house of the prisoners.
Yep. Who are the prisoners?
Of his prisoners.
His prisoners. Who are his prisoners? Us. You know? Go ahead. And that's his nature anyway to all these nations. You know, he go in, destroy them, man. He sets them up as hostages and all that. Does what he do as Edomites, you know. But America is the core ground of this stuff unfolding and what's happening. Prophecies are coming out of here. Like I said, starting with the house elders on down and on the east side. I mean, east of America. Go ahead.
Verse 18, all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house.
Go to the definition of light bearer right quick.
You know, in that passage what it say, is this the man?
Yeah, you didn't read that? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
This the man that made what it say?
Made the wilderness and made nations to tremble.
Yeah, so if it's how is it Lucifer America? That what you said? It said, yeah, how is Lucifer America? When it said, is this a man? And how that lets you know it's not first of all, it's not a spiritual entity. You know, it's talking about a mere mortal, you know, human being.
You had another individual in IUIC didn't say it was America. He said it was the beast. So they ain't even on correlation with each other. Yeah, with what they're saying it is. Because the beast and America are two different things. The beast is talking about NATO and the EU. Man.
They're going to try and tie it together like they meant the same thing.
Yeah, it's not the same thing. Man. The beast is the system. The harlot is talking about America. Mm-hmm. The whore that sitteth upon the beast. Mm-hmm. And they trying to say that doesn't add up, man. Ain't nobody been teaching that, man.
And
going off, man.
And also, a whore can't make people tremble like that on that level. It's a man that does that.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get more head than the head of state, man. Yeah. You know, this harlot ain't nobody, man. She's just a thing. What Most High uses to cash cow and city of traffic and business. That's why with these women you have to have money and shit. You ain't nothing without money or business. Go ahead.
So when you go on that word Lucifer, it's allowed. Hey, damn.
But it says, but the way it's written is how you allow.
So yeah.
So I'm willing to say the definition.
Yeah, how y'all allow. It says Lucifer, which equals light bearer.
Light bearer. That means if you bear light, like Yahweh Shai, he bears light too, but he's the Lucifer on the right hand side. A lot of this Lucifer been put in a bad name, just like us. Like you can easily be put in a bad name of categories. Like I don't want to be associated with it. But the meaning, not bad itself.
Yeah, it's like if somebody take your social security number and go get a whole bunch of loans, you're gonna get bad credit, even though it might not have been you. Mm-hmm. So it's even on that level. Like somebody using your name and using the wicked with it, it's gonna look bad on you.
Yeah, but the credit itself ain't bad.
No,
you can be bad or good.
Yeah,
credit.
Uh-huh.
So if you got credit, people be like, damn. In this world, they be like, damn, you got something if you got credit. but it's a bad credit and good credit. So they don't use those elements on certain words and certain things.
Yep, they don't use it on Lucifer.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a good Lucifer.
Yep.
A
good light bearer. Yahweh Shai said, I am the light. Go ahead.
Yep. It says shining one.
Shining one, What did it say? A man's face would make him to shine, his face to shine, a man's wisdom. So what are we? We got a bad comment concerning the subject. He's like, man, y'all going out. Y'all need to quit teaching them lies and shit. There's such thing as good Luciferians. They've been taught that Lucifer is bad. You got to describe. That's why the Most High says good and evil. You got and woe to him called good, evil, and evil good. You got to separate the two, because good is gonna look like evil today.
And we said in Proverbs 11, verse 1, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. So if there's a bad Lucifer, there has to be a good one. There has to be a righteous one. Or it would go against the scriptures. That's what everything on the earth, man. There ain't nothing excluded out of that.
Yeah.
So it says morning star.
Morning star. Because Yahweh Shai, wasn't he the son of the morning? Right, morning star. Yahweh Shai was that. It says that.
Yep.
Matter of fact, when he said in Revelation to make that perseverance, he said he would give them the morning star.
Yeah.
Yep. That's knowledge, man. That vast knowledge. And
that forever Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says of the king of Babylon.
The king of Babylon. I think they was going off on that too. King of Babylon, they said also is Lucifer or something like that. That's not true.
And it says as Satan, but it says figuratively.
Figuratively.
So they trying to use that to try to,
Trump is the king of Babylon, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it says, describing the king of Babylon. So it could be a description, but when you're going into prophecy, you can't tie that in into this place being a particular person on a painting. It's a system. It's a system. It's one spirit of a race of people doing this.
They act like Caesar Borgia was somebody important. He was just painted as the son. That don't mean he's on that level and shit.
Really, that image goes back to Totem.
Yeah.
The second, man. All the way back to Jesus Christos. That wasn't even their image. That was just them remaking. That wasn't even their shit, man.
Look.
You gonna talk about Rodrigo Borgia? You got to go back to the days when it was actually implemented.
It's just like them in Israel. It wasn't your land. Go back far enough, it wasn't your land.
Got to go back.
It was somebody else's, man. It was ours, man. If you go back far enough to the origin of things, you'll find out everything that is not what it always was. Go ahead. I was doing that. Yep. So, get Yahweh Shai as the light. John the Baptist said, I bear witness of that light. I'm not the light, but I bear witness of the light. So we just read that Lucifer means light bearer. So Yahweh Shai is the light bearer, man. On the righteous hand side.
John chapter 8, verse 12. Then spake Yahweh Shai again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world.
He is the light of the world. Light bearer, man. Go ahead.
He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness.
So what does that mean? They're going to be illuminated. The ones that follow Yahweh Shai is going to be illuminated. So they're not the only Illuminati. There's a righteous Illuminati. Go ahead.
But shall have the light of life.
Have the light of life. Is that concerning John the Baptist when he said, I'm not that light, but I came to bear witness to the light? Is that before that or after? Go ahead.
John chapter 1, verse Okay, verse 6, it says, the witness of John. It says, there was a man sent from the Most High, whose name was John. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light.
He was almost there, like I was his cousin, but he was back there 6 months born before Yahweh Shai. He's right there.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
He was. It says the same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light.
So he probably even in his early childhood probably saw some things Yahweh Shai was doing.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead.
To bear witness of the light.
Bear witness of the light. That's Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai, yep. It says this, that all men through him might believe.
Might believe.
Through Yahweh Shai.
Yeah. And you could put that word in too, illuminated. All men through him be illuminated.
Yep.
That's what it said. He's the light. So he shared his light with his disciples. They the light too. We said, what no man have it light, put it there, light up under a bed, bush, under a bushel or under the bed, you know. Every man might see that light. Let your light shine up on the hill, man. Go ahead. Yep.
It says that was the true light.
That was the truth. Unless you know it's a false light. It's a false light, man. False lights.
Different philosophies. Yeah. But there's only one true light.
Yeah.
You know, one true doctrine.
Yeah.
You know. It says that was the true light.
Go ahead.
It said that was the true light.
That was the true light,
which lighted every man to come into the world.
The light every man that come into the world. Now, that doesn't mean every man that come into the world. No, because what did it say? Paul did say Paul, he said he should be a light to the Gentiles. But that's not lighting every man in the world. Remember, the Most High said, everyone that come into the matrix, the first things, the ones that came into the matrix, is his sons. I knew thee from the womb. He wasn't talking about everybody else, man.
And they agree with that. They didn't call Hitler a son of the light. They called him the damn deep devil. So that's just the way. They can't say that everybody. You got these Christians out here saying that, like, oh, everybody is the Lord's children.
They can't forgive him. As much as you're supposed to forgive everybody, this man, your neighbor, they won't forgive Hitler. He's a bad guy. Oh, you talk about Hitler. He was evil. He ain't being forgiven yet for his actions and shit. This motherfucker been dead for years.
Yeah, you ain't seen them give him no pardon.
How you know the Most High ain't said, well done, my son? Because he called Lucifer the Most High son too, on the left-hand side. He's just on the left. But he's the son. He came to present himself before the sons of Most High. He came with him. He wouldn't have came with him if he wasn't one of the sons of the Most High, but he's on the left-hand side.
But some of them ain't getting pardoned by their own people. But then they'll pardon Lil Wayne. They'll let him out.
Yeah, it's like that Barabbas and Yahweh Shai.
Same shit, man. These are these people, man.
Yeah. That's why sometimes I'll be looking at slavery, sometimes it's like a lot of them niggas that got hung and burned and put in the oven was those same ones that was mocking Yahweh Shai. They deserve that shit. You know, like they're gonna deserve the missile when it comes this day. Go ahead, huh?
Yeah, it says he was not that light.
John the Baptist was not that light, but even though when he was born, before he came out the womb, Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit, right? But he still wasn't that light. Why wasn't he light and she was filled with the Holy Spirit? You know, because the Holy Spirit could be taken away from you, man. You know? Go ahead.
He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light.
Bear witness of that light. Not to say that John the Baptist fell out of truth. We're just saying, like, you know, Most High could bless who he wants to and take away from who he wants to. You know, he let spiritual demon Satan do his bidding, do his bidding. You know, the spirits don't die, right? Spiritual demon Satan is not going to die. They're going to be like, hey, Satan's dead. No. It's just this world is going to be taken out. His his physical counterpart Esau is going to be taken out. Go ahead.
Like he said, that was true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world.
Mm-hmm.
So Yahweh Shai is the one that, enlightens us. We don't get this knowledge that, on our own. Yahweh Shai, but like you quoted just not too long ago, he said, I am the light of the world. That ain't talking about everybody in the world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Going to that word world is what? Cosmos. So he enlightens, or give that light to his chosen.
Well, that goes with those 5 virgins, because they have oil for their lamps. What do you need oil? When you have those lamps and you have oil, you still need that light to light your lamp. That's Yahweh Shai. Go ahead. So those 5 virgins follow Yahweh Shai, man. Not man. Not the world, not Lucifer on the left-hand side. We're the Illuminati on the right-hand side, man. Most High will. There's some elite figures on each side. Go ahead.
This is Psalm chapter 119.
Go ahead.
This is Psalm chapter 119.
Goofy ass kids.
Verse 126. And it reads, it is time for thee, Lord, to work, for they have made void of thy law.
Yeah, because what it say, the law is spiritual. The law, what is Most High said in Psalms and different passages, said, I will keep your commandment as the light of my steps. So they talking about the law is done away with. The law gives you light, man, to see what you're supposed to see. Paul said that. He said, how can I know that not to do this unless the law told me to do it? That I couldn't do it. Go ahead.
Verse 127, therefore I love thy commandments above gold.
There you go. I love thy commandments above gold, man. But gold shines too. What they say, everything that glitters is not gold. Because gold shines too. Away. But we're made more precious than fine gold, man. Go ahead.
Yea, above fine gold.
There you go, above fine gold, man. So there's knowledge, wisdom, understanding coming from the Most High, Yahweh Shai. We're made finer than gold. We're made the illuminated ones, man. Go to that scripture where it said Jacob endured affliction. Any more than that?
Oh, go ahead. Want me to jump to 30?
Yeah.
Jump into verse 130. The entrance of thy words giveth light.
The entrance of thy words giveth light. If you go to Illuminati, that comes from the illuminated. The illumination means light. It is,
Like we said, Yahweh Shai said he was the word in the flesh.
Yeah.
So this is talking about Yahweh Shai, the entrance of those words that came from these scriptures.
Yeah.
That's the light.
You can't have light without the Most High. Not the light of the spiritual light, the light of good, the good light. You can't have that without Yahweh Shai. Yeah.
It giveth understanding unto the simple.
That's why a lot of people don't understand, because they ain't got the light, man. When when it's dark, you can't see shit. You can't find shit. You can't understand what shit is because you don't even see it to understand it. They living in darkness. We got light. The Most High highlights things. Even going into the Hebrew and Greek and Latin. The Spirit is on the apostles and say, go into words. You highlight them words, and you be like, oh, this is what that means. And you put it with precepts and you break it down, man. You got to highlight those things. You don't highlight shit with a black marker because it'll cross it out. You with a light, as light as possible. So you can see it. It's illuminated.
Like when you wake up in the morning, you gotta wake up, you gotta turn the light on in the room so you can see what's going on in the house. And the light don't be flickering, man. It stay on. That's why we stay doing we stay with the doctrine stay doing lessons heavily, stay going to camp. It ain't no just, oh, I'm just gonna cut off the light. I'll cut it back on next week. No, it's got to be every week, man.
Remember they had
It's got to be on, man.
They even have a black light. You know,
Yeah.
And you can see those naked things that people don't even see.
Yeah, man.
You know, we seeing things that people don't see. We call it seers, not for no reason, man, because we see stuff that nobody else sees. Even in the present stuff, I know, you know, seers, prophets that say before and it happens, but we calling shit out that it is right now too. Where everybody's like, damn, I looked up on the news yesterday, y'all was right. You know,
Because it has to be consistency.
Yeah,
Yo, light ain't working. You gonna have to change the light bulb.
You got to keep up with the times and know who comes in the house or whatever that comes in to your space with that light. That light is like a magnifying glass on people to identify people, man. Everything that's in dark shall become the light. So, but we illuminated with this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, man. You know? Yeah. It says the Holy Spirit shall teach you all things. It's illumination itself. You know? Is that, go ahead. The Jacob endured affliction.
Jacob endured much
illuminated. Yeah, I think it was Baruch 6, 4 or something.
Baruch 4.
4 and 6. Yeah.
Baruch 4 and 6.
Yeah. 4 and 6, I think.
Because it's like, if Yahweh Shai didn't continually shine his light upon us, we would have fell away. There has to be something that's continually, just like when we were in old Egypt and we were let out of Egypt, he had a pillar of fire by night, and he had a cloud, a cloud by day?
Pillar of cloud by day.
A pillar of cloud by day. He had something where we would continually God. If he took that cloud away, we wouldn't know where to go.
Not only that, when you're in dark, that's why the Most High has similitudes and symbolic stuff. Because if you're in the dark, you're going to trip over everything. You can't even see and step over something.
There's confusion.
Yeah.
You don't know where you're stepping in.
So that's why people be like, that got to do with scripture. Shit. Let your ass not be able to see. See how much shit you trip over, how much you don't understand. You got to have everybody told what, you know, it could be something going down. Yeah. And noise and shit. You be like, what's happening? Because you can't see shit, what's going on. Then you have to have somebody explain that to you. And you be like, oh shit, you know, I didn't know it was that. Go ahead. So you got, what to say? They need to be taught. You know, teachers got to be set up to teach them. Go ahead.
This is the book Baruch in the Apocrypha, chapter 4, verse 1. It says, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High and the law that endured forever.
And why can't they understand that? The law that endured forever.
Yeah.
So the law, Most High lied and shit.
I'm telling you, endurance, man.
Yeah. Talking about the law done away with. Mm-hmm. And well, how you spell it, man? Yeah, fine.
Go ahead. Yeah, you good.
You talking about the law done away with. What is that saying? And it said that this is the book of the commandments of the Most High. Yeah. But prove what? This is a part of the Bible too. You know?
Yeah, you can't just exclude that, man. Because then you ain't gonna be able to see why we in the position that we in right now. Mm-hmm. Why is the world gonna get destroyed? Why is the majority of our people gonna die?
See, and what IUIC is teaching, it can turn all the truth into a lie. Like, you know, just that one thing, you know, a little leaven the whole lump, man. So now everybody's confused and shit.
Yeah, because they talked about the bread of life. You ain't cooked the bread all the way through, it ain't life. It's death, man. Yeah. Just like you put some real bread in the oven, if you don't cook it all the way through, it's gonna cave in. When you try to take it out to eat it, man, it ain't all the way cooked.
With that weak stone.
That weak stone, man.
It's not all the way solid, man.
Not all the way solid.
Go ahead.
This is
this is the book Baruch 4 and 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High.
This is the book, and it said no other should have her mate, man. You can't compare another book to this. These are commandments coming straight out this Bible. Now even these Christians are that, like, since the truth is coming out, well, I don't know, dude. I never really got that. You've been a Christian all your life until the Israelites came out. Now it's questionable. Fuck out of here. Go ahead.
It says, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High.
Yep.
And the
Commandments
law,
of the Most High, so it's coming from Him, not us. Go ahead. And of the law,
and the law that
and the law
forever.
forever.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
All they that keep that shall come to light. So
To life.
life. Yeah, the light is life.
Yeah, sometimes.
You know, because if a bug it don't have light, it's thrown away, right? It can be used. You know. Go ahead.
So all they that keep it shall come to life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's that? That's that dry bone, valley of dry bones.
Mm-hmm.
It says, but such as leave it shall die.
So die. Yep. That's like a voltage of a battery. It's like it still got life in it. You know, hook it up. If it's completely dead, you get a new battery. You can't use that shit.
And it's a scary truth, because if it says you wander out away in that light, you remain in the congregation of the dead, man. So you don't want to ever leave that light once you get the opportunity. It said better they not know the truth. So you gotta fight, Jake. You gotta fight. And you gotta, hey, you can't, if you promise to do this vow, you gotta do it, man.
What did David say?
You gotta stay with it.
Take not thy Holy Spirit away from me.
Yeah, man.
You know, when that spirit's gone out of you, man, them demons are on your ass.
And you ain't gonna have a better life than you did before you came in the truth, like you used to before you came in the truth.
And you're not gonna have light to see the demons
at all.
We can see demons, man.
Yeah.
We know in a situation where like that's Satan, man.
Yeah.
You know, somebody attack you for no reason out of nowhere. They got a weary spirit, an evil, weary, bitter spirit. That's Satan.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
We don't have that. Oh, woe is me. Why this? It's not a strange trial to us, man. We understand what's about to happen.
Yep. It says, verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob.
Turn, O Jacob. Most High always say, turn ye Jacob to Him.
Yep.
It says, what did it say, Hosea? You have 14:1, I think. Turn, O backsliding Israel, man. You are fallen by your iniquities. Turn, man. You know? Like we said, return. You can't return unless you've been there before. It's really meaning return because you've been there before.
Yeah.
So return back to your original state, your original master, which is Yahweh. His Savior, His Son, Savior, Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
It says, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it.
And take hold of it. And what is it going to be taking hold of?
Walk in the presence of the light thereof.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that you may, go ahead.
That thou mayest be illuminated.
That thou mayest be illuminated, man. You know? And that's what the Esau think of Jake. He's just like, if you ain't there, you ain't a merchandise for his system and shit. You ain't what do you call it? Binary codely acceptable for his economic unicorn. I'm making shit up. But I mean, it's the words are real.
Oh yeah.
But his unit devices, because he wants to make everybody into one. So if he plug you in and you're not lighting up for his kingdom, he's gonna take care. Because this is a city of light. You're supposed to contribute as a light to his system.
Yeah, he wanted the universe.
He plugged you up, you don't work, he's gonna try to get your ass out of here.
That's like I said, the universal remote. Like they made the universal remote, it's supposed to turn on any TV.
Yep.
You the TV, Jake. Mm-hmm. That's what they want. They want to have that remote. They can click, go to any channel, and govern it the way you want, man.
And that's a fairy tale type of concept that they put out there, like what's his name? Adam Sandler.
Click.
Yeah, click, and he can rewind. You can't, if you go to jail, you can't rewind yourself back before you went to jail. You got to go through that shit. This ain't no fairy tale movie. You know, you can't go back before slavery and shit. And if you did, you'll still be in captivity. Over there under the Turks, under the under the Romans, under the every kingdom, man.
And a lot of people's mindset, they think that we was better off then, than now, and vice versa, But both times we wasn't doing too good, man. Anything without being with the Most High completely it's not a good situation.
Yeah.
Can't compare that, man.
The most prominent point of history where we had it good was King David and Solomon.
That's it, man. When we wasn't under captivity. Yeah. Anytime we under captivity, man, it's not a good time, man. You know?
Well, that's what the comedian said. He said, yeah, back then you could go as far as you want, and back then it wasn't a good time for your people.
But that's how Israel is. They don't understand freedom. That's why they was like, oh, we was better off when we was in Egypt under slavery. That's how Jake is today. Yeah. Once they come in the truth and they realize that you're gonna get tested, it's gonna be tough, you're gonna have losses, you're gonna have all types of demons attack you. Then we was just better off being in America, man. We were just better off without the light.
Well, that's what they told Moses. We're better off worshiping the Queen of Heaven. Because
you know what I'm saying?
Since we left you, we've been appointed to die, Moses. Yeah. You know, they didn't consider the rock that was slew for the water to come out of it. The spirit, the manna that fell from the heavens. They didn't consider that. You know, forget about that. That's why it says, forgive my law and woe to them that use Egypt for their strength, because you forgot that the Most High got you out of Egypt, man.
Yep. He just wanted to go right back there. Yeah.
And what did Pharaoh, after Moses, Pharaoh came against Moses when he refused to be called as, the son of his daughter. He was like, can't rob. Like, these nations ain't with us, man. They'll favor us at a certain point, but then they be like, oh, you didn't want to do that? Well, fuck you.
Just like with Jake with the Olympics, even when Hitler was around, they honored Jake when he was the best of the best over there. But as soon as he got out of that position of being the athlete, he was just another Jake. Yeah, there's nobody to him, man.
They put 12 chains on Negro boys, real chains.
Nobody to him, man.
On Negro boys, man. And Hitler knew we was the real Jews, man. That's probably another reason they hated Hitler and shit. Because it came out his own mouth. They was like, oh, this motherfucker.
Just showing them respect and stuff. Because when he came back to America, after it's a famous Jake who was the best of the Olympians over there. He came over here, they was like, you ain't gonna be nothing over here in Babylon. They treat him like shit. He died for it, man. Yeah. So I would tell you, like, they East is like,
they wanted to there's many what do they call it, testimonies, I guess you would say, of Jake saying it was better in Russia, Germany than America during the 1920s, 1930s, man.
They associated with the East.
Not only that, but we was the booming 20s, the roaring 20s and 30s. They was like, let's use these Negroes. So they used this is like the 90s, man. It's like, damn, we see money. So y'all could be singers and poets and all that, but you gotta do it on our stage. Literature, scientists. They hired the German scientists. So when they see opportunities, they take it. That don't mean they like you.
Yep.
You know? But they intertwine with them Germans because they have the same seed, man. They eat them too. Go ahead.
Deal with that. Oh yeah, dude. Okay. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 9. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth.
I want to go to that, and that's cool too, babe. Just the meaning of Illuminati. See what it says, because it's gonna say it's a conspiracy. We all know that they're gonna say that. It's become real though. Everybody know that Illuminati does it. Cat Williams talked about it, right? He's one of the most famous, if not famous, comedians. He was on what was that? Club Shay Shay. He's spilling all the beans. So they know Cat Williams well, but he's always talking about the Illuminati. Because the Illuminati is real and everybody knows it. So we're gonna see what it means.
You even had Noriega say the same thing.
Yeah.
On Vlad TV, man.
Yeah.
Said it definitely exists.
He said he almost went into the contract of heavily being involved with the Illuminati, but he turned it down. Mm-hmm. But I don't know where he is in the spirit as far as connections wise. But that's why he got the drink champs, you know. Better than a motherfucker. Let's fucking drink until the missiles drop. Go ahead.
It says the word Illuminati is the plural of the Latin word illuminatus.
What?
Illuminatus.
Illuminatus. Yeah,
illuminated. You know?
Yeah. It said, which means enlightened or revealed.
And that's what it's on back of your dollar. Back of your dollar, that illuminated eye which means it basically, means the enlightened ones.
Yep.
And that's why when we say that this truth is esoteric knowledge, that means few. Very few have the knowledge. Same way with them, they have esoteric knowledge that's only initiated to the ones who were basically part of that bloodline, part of that seed line. So just the same way with Israel, it's being revealed to the prophets because we are from the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's why we were receiving this illumination.
Yeah, and it tells you the book of Proverbs that this wisdom is like rubies. It's like hey, not many people in the world obtain rubies.
Above rubies, I think.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. They even said the same thing about a woman. It's more precious than rubies.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense. And even when it goes to that woman, a lot of people just take that to just we're talking about the church.
Yeah.
At the church as a whole as well.
And the church is a people before it is a place. It's a people right now. That's all it is.
The bride of Yahweh shot, man, scattered in small sanctuaries. I didn't mean to cut you off, Jordan.
Are you good? But it says,
like you were saying, rubies shine. They shine. You find a ruby in a field of dirt, you're gonna be like, found it, Lord. What would it say? Gold, gold. That used to be a thing back then. Gold, because it was lighted, it was lit. Go ahead.
So man, brothers out here are precious, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got some precious men out here. The world don't see it right now.
Yeah.
But they gonna see what we see here in a minute. The world gonna see how precious, the hope
that's the key word, how precious. Because they be like, they know something about us.
Yeah.
And, they give us water and shit.
Yeah.
They'll smile at us. They don't know why. Go ahead.
They said the wicked will understand. Yeah, they don't understand.
Yeah.
But they see the consistency.
Yeah.
That's what they do see.
And they see the beauty. They're like, it's beautiful, but I don't know what to call it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, broadly, it refers to the word Illuminati. It said broadly, it refers to any people.
Any people.
Yeah, not just one. It says broadly, it refers to any people who claim to have superior knowledge.
Starting with GMS, superior knowledge.
Yeah.
It
says light or spiritual insight.
Spiritual insight.
Above the general public.
Don't get that spiritual insight above, like we can say just a simple word, they don't know what we talking.
So we're Luciferians.
Yeah. Like Yahweh Shai said, well, y'all don't understand heavenly things. Why y'all want to inquire of earthly things? Like we talking about spiritual things, spiritual wickedness, high places. We're talking about the spiritual word, spiritual sword. They don't know this is war and this is an actual sword, man. The spirit world.
And through war, you have to do enough acts to receive validation, man. And that's why a lot of jakes don't last in the truth, man. Because they looking for instant gratification, man. That's not what we're here for. We're not getting gratified on this side. A lot of stuff you're gonna do, it's not gonna even be noticed. But Yahweh Shai notices, man. There's plenty of men of the Lord who done some things you wouldn't even believe that they done in their life.
Remember back then,
and they honored by the Most High, man, because they didn't go out and boast about it, man. They just took care of the flock, man.
Yeah. Remember back then they used to have them groups, them soul groups, R&B groups, whatever.
Yeah.
They used to wear them glittery clothes and shit. And what were they called? Stars and shit. And that's what you had to be a star to put that glittery stuff on, man. But we that's inside of us, man. We glowing from the inside out. But like we said, they don't see it. We're the real stars. It starts with it starts with the illuminated ones, the elect under Yahweh Shai. But Israel is stars too as a whole. They supposed to be, but right now their light is dim because they trust in the shadow of Egypt, man. Yeah.
And that's
America has drained them.
Drained them like you want to say. Drained us for a good reason. Because if we shine too bright, hey man, they'll get rid of us. They already influence that we even know the truth. So the Lord keeps us at a lower state So I said, be patient when they're at a lower state, man. Because it's where we're supposed to be at right now, man. So our people can see us, not them. Because they look at material things as life.
So they had that when they have somebody thinking they had a light bulb above them, you know, that represents some thinking. They don't want you to think, you know?
Yep.
So they want to take your light from you.
And that's why I tell you, if you want fake people to disappear from you, act broke. You probably got some Jake that's in the truth that actually got a little bit of bread. But they don't act like they ain't showing it because we only want the people around us that's genuine, man.
Well, that means lights out when you're broke. Yep. The world don't care about you. They'll step over you.
Yep.
And be like, where's the person with the money?
Like they had that one song, you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home, right? Well, we ready to take our broke ass home. We ready to go to the kingdom. You get fuck from around us. We'll take our broke ass home.
What did it say? We rich in faith. We rich in faith.
Yeah.
We building.
Go ahead.
We building up our riches. What we doing right now.
Treasures in heaven.
So our rich, we got money now.
Yeah.
Lord willing, we'll come over that number. But
we call it spiritual bank account.
Yeah. Hey, it's gonna cash out when Yahweh shall return. We're gonna come. Yeah. But now he's coming back to, of course, destroy Esau, but also coming back to pay back. It would tell you that in the Revelation, the apostles being I don't want to butcher it, but they gonna get paid back, man, for the work that's, and we ain't just out here doing this. Yep. This is the work. You get what? You get wages.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned payback. That's good. Like you gonna pay, but you owe. You owe the Most High. You owe the Most High 1,000 years, man.
Oh man,
of slavery. Yeah.
Ain't nobody doing nothing for food. You gonna have to pay for it. Jake, Esau, everybody, you gonna have to come up with due.
Well, hey, Esau make people pay for their shit. Pay for the crime. He'll give you 3 life sentences. So you don't think the Most High gonna give you 1,000 years? You gotta do all that? Fuck out of here, man.
You gotta do all that. You have to run that check up all the way up.
Yeah.
All the way up, man.
I would say they're gonna drink the dregs, man. Every little bit of what they owe, The fuck out of here! Hey Esau, you know all about mathematics. 1 + 1 is 1. I mean, 1 times 1 is 1. See how they're confusing?
Yeah.
1 + 1 is 2. But you know the mathematics of things, man.
And there's certain stuff,
and it revolves all around of how the calculations are true. That's why it's called mathematics. You could try to do a wrong equation or wrong fraction, and it'll end up being the truth and shit.
Yep.
Like Mosai said, 2 negatives make a positive, man.
Yep.
You'll try to put 2 negatives, Mosai said that's still a positive. And then vice versa. So Esau is trying to mix shit and do shit and say that Earth was here billion years. It don't add up. It doesn't add up. And the most things that add up is those that are illuminated. Because Most High got us on that train of understanding everything. We're not confused. Yep. Everything adds up to us. Everything we see in the scriptures, Most High, that makes sense. Why did you make Adam fall? Because of this. He was subject to vanity because it makes sense.
And that's why they're trying to say like there's only one side that's illuminated. They're only trying to say that they're only ones illuminated, but you can't divide 1 divided by 0. You can't do that. There's got to be another side to be divided, and we all divided here, man. Even when you look at the Republicans and the Democrats, they divided. So what makes you think the righteous Illuminati ain't divided with the wicked Illuminati, man? There's 2 sides to this thing, man. There's 2 sides to a coin.
It even says Satan fighting against himself.
Sluggy?
No, that's like I was just saying you took the word right up on that.
What did it say? If this be of man, it should come to naught. It should come to 0. But now it's coming to something. Now they want to be mad and try to intervene, try to dispute and all that. But this is the truth, man. Amah. They didn't even know what math meant. Amah in Hebrew. That's a Hebrew word. We're talking about the spirit of the ancient is not still here. They still use mathematics today. Go ahead. What to say?
We're gonna go.
When I mentioned, so we just read a definition of Illuminati. It says a people that enlighten people. Man. Then it said, Paul said he should be a light unto the Gentiles, not their Gentiles, the Israelite Gentiles, man. Because we're teaching them knowledge, wisdom, understanding that when they born out of Israel, you still an Israelite. They thought you got to be born in Israel to be an Israelite,
and that's what they still trying to defend. You know, you had that Elder Gabar from former GLCC member try to go up to the apostles and try to explain to them about the Gentiles can be saved. They simply went into different scriptures in Exodus talking about those strangers and sojourners were Israelites born outside of the land. The Lord said, "Now he's not going to utter what come out of his lips, man. He's not going to change the rules. You're not getting into Israel, man. If you're not an Israelite, you're not getting in."
Well, and that's symbolic today for the elect, you know, and Israel too. Because you heathens, if you're not Israelites, you're not getting into Israel. You can't be an Israelite.
That's why I said many shall seek to enter in and not be able.
That's why we say Israel is a people before it is a place. Yep. So they thought Israel, you got to be in the Holy Land. You got to be actually there. You know, at times the Most High said, be careful, paraphrasing, careful with walk, or you standing on holy ground. So a lot of the, even the physical elements was there about, even Yahweh Shai's garment. The woman said, if I touch the hem of his garment only, I don't even have to embrace him, just the hem of it. So a lot of them were kind of physically based with the overall spiritual element of things, if you will. Like they thought, a lot of things meant like physical and physical contact. Right? It's spiritual, man. Mm-hmm. That's why now we're in spiritual Babylon. We're in spiritual Sodom and Egypt, and they can't see it.
Yeah, and it said the spirit come and go like the wind. And what did it say? We were scattered across the four winds of the earth. We were scattered across the four corners of the earth, man. Yeah. And it said we'll be gathered by the four winds. That spirit is what's gathering us. Man.
Why would you talk about people being scattered if it don't matter anyway? That's like saying, my money is all over the place. Anybody find it? You wouldn't even care. The Most High said, go search for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Why search for them? And they, everything's cool anyway. So they got it twisted, man. So the Illuminati, they exercise on the left-hand side with these elites, banking families, the Rothschild, Rockefellers. Like we said, one of the illuminated things is money, your riches. They shine before the world because of their riches and their power. Shit. And people look at that like, damn, they got it, man. Technology, they got it. But Most High said the light is within you. You are the light. You don't have to look for it and shit. You are the light. When the lights turn off in Babylon in this place, Most High will still have the light. And we ain't gonna need that shit to like you said, pillar of cloud by day, pillar of fire by night. Lead us out of this place. So it's gonna be some angelic things happening like that all over again. You might see an orb and shit, and it leads you to some food or leads you out of a situation and shit. Go ahead.
It's Ephesians chapter 5, verse 9. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth. Verse 10, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord.
What is acceptable to the Lord, man? They're not acceptable to the Lord, these Illuminati people on the left-hand side. You think they Most High love them? You think they're going to be like changed into spirits of acceptable spirits to the Most High? Nah, man. Go ahead.
Verse 11, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
Unfruitful works of darkness, man. Go ahead.
But rather reprove them.
Reprove them. And we mentioned that too. Friction is another thing. Most High is what did it say through the furnace of adversity. When you face opposition, it's friction, heats up, and it becomes light. You know, becomes a spark, whatever. You know, so we want to get to that point. You know, basically to the point where we're immortal, man. Go ahead.
Verse 12, for it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. Verse 13, but all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doeth make manifest is light. So you can't say that you the light of the world with Yahweh Shai if you're not bringing out these things, man, in orderly fashion and correctly, man. You can't bring this stuff out the wrong way. You can't tell our people what it's like and it don't match up with what it is like. It's got to be made manifest correctly, man.
Say light can't come from darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Darkness can't come from light. Yep. You're the light of the light, or you of the darkness. Mm-hmm. Light is the counsel of the darkness.
Yep, because they can't see.
Yeah.
They can't see what the MOTB is. Can't none of them see.
And they become the left-hand side Illuminati to our people, man, that don't understand. Leaders are blind, leading the blind, man. Both fall into a ditch.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Verse 14, wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, shall give thee light. You know?
Hey, arise from the dead, meaning that dead state of mind.
Yeah, man. Spiritually dead.
You know? Yeah, so yeah. And that's what we have done. We have risen from the darkness, you know, with the darkness is ignorance, you know. We got that light now.
Light. It's 106 degrees out here right now, man.
All right. Well, I'm just drinking a little bit.
Go ahead. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 5, and it reads, ye are all the children of light. That's something.
Not the world.
Yep. Not the world. That's talking about the elect. He's talking to the elect, man. Because when Yahweh Shai was speaking to them, to, you know, the Israelites in Judea and the ones that were scattered that Paul and you know, Peter were talking to, that was only to the ones who were the believers. There was many Israelites that did not believe. So why would he be speaking to them? You know?
Hey, like you said, anybody that don't listen to you, let them become as a heathen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And the children of the day, we are not of the night nor of darkness.
Yeah, ignorance.
Yep.
We ain't ignorant to Satan devices.
Yep.
You know, we see everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why what it said prior to that, it said the day of the Lord shall cometh as a thief in the night.
Yeah.
That means what? It's sneaking up on these people, man.
It ain't gonna
because
be
they don't know.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be caught on the wheel.
Yeah,
man.
because they don't see the prophecies. That's why.
Yep.
That's why it cometh as a thief in the night.
Yep.
Because they don't see the prophecies that's going on. They looking for this one antichrist.
Yep.
You know that crap they teach.
Yeah.
You know that they look for that guy. Then whenever they see that, then they gonna know. Okay, this we at the end. No, that's not. They looking in the wrong direction when everything is already happening.
Mm-hmm. That's
leading to the Yahweh Shai's return, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's why these people gonna get caught off guard. You know.
This is verse 6. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober.
And as much as they just claim the Illuminati and this conspiracy, they follow them. You know? Now a lot of these, they start to know a lot of they celebrities that they fans of, they follow the Illuminati. You know? So pretty soon it's gonna be one way out. It's already just one way out, but it's gonna be made more manifest. You either two sides of the coin. You either choose life or death. You choose the see him, choose Yah or Yahweh Yahushua.
I got some.
Yeah, I got some. Yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1. It says, "Arise and shine, and wake up." Like he said, being children of the night. You know, what do he say? Sleep, don't sleep as others do. You know, so he said, "Arise and shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee." See, this knowledge, you know, the knowledge we have inherited this knowledge, man, from the throne.
We talk about Yahushua, the brightness of his coming.
Yeah, kind of. Yep.
Every eye shall see.
Yep.
You don't know he's here. You should know now. He's here in a physical, in a form of us as his representatives. You should know now.
Yeah, I don't know how you could not know. They talking about some parts of Babylon the Great gonna be 126 degrees out here, man. The Lord heating this shit up, man. You know, and Jake would do anything else but serve you. How about Shema Shah, man? They do anything but serve you. How Shah, man. Everything else is just way more important to him. Go ahead,
Yeah, like the scripture says, it said, "For that light is come,
yep,
and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee." Right, because the light has been given unto us by Yahweh Shah, and now we shedding forth that light. You know, so that the hopeful elect that's in the house can see. See, it says, "For behold, the darkness." It says, verse 2, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." Right. So we got this knowledge, and you got people they can see it too. They see the light, you know, that jumping off brothers, man.
That's
vibrant.
I said the dark comprehend it not, so they see it, but they can't comprehend.
They can't comprehend it, right? And then they said the gross darkness of people, the darkness of the earth. These people don't have no clue, like I just said. They don't even know what's going on, man. They watch the news, they see what's going on, but they have no clue that all this is prophecy, man. That's manifested, you know, before everybody, you know. But we are the only ones that have that eyesight, you know, they can link the events that's happening in the world to the scriptures, man. You know.
yeah. This is Sirach. Yep. This is Sirach, chapter 6, verse 18. And it reads, "My son, gather instruction from thy youth up, so shalt thou find wisdom till thine old age." So that's why you had a lot of brothers, a lot of men of the truth that came in young, because this was the instructions from the Heavenly Father on how to deal with wisdom. You know, so that shows consistency. You have to have consistency in this truth of gathering this knowledge until you get older, in the spirit and also physically. That's what we see through the apostles, man. This was a commandment.
Yeah, because
from our youth up. So you got these people out here thinking, "Oh, I'm too young to come out here and get the work done. I got this going on. I'm just a young guy, so I don't really got to apply this as much as an older guy." That's not true. Where you go? Go ahead, Al.
You know, when you come in, when you're youthful, you know, hey, you can pretty much, you know, you come in this thing when you're young, you get the knowledge, you know, and as you get older, because we get older, we grow spiritually, you know, and the more you abide in the truth, you know, the more you abide in the truth, the more you will grow. So by the time you get older, hey, you get grays in your hair like the apostles. Hey, they have exceeded in their knowledge, you know, in the glory of the Most High, you know, and able to share that light with, you know, brothers or elders up under them, you know, because hey, this is like the Bond just said, like I just said, you know, this is the commandment. You know, we gotta shed that light, man.
This is verse 19. Come unto her, which is talking about wisdom. You know, when you go into the word wisdom in the Greek, it's Sophia. Right. And it's because it's a nurturing spirit. It's just like a mother. It raises up her child unto you until it's ready to what? That old age is basically saying you ready to go and, you know, establish your house. You know? And that's what Israel lost, because when we were younger, we were ready. Our youth was real young, man. You had some of us ruling kingdoms at 12, 13 years old because of the knowledge that we received. We didn't get that from birth up here. A lot of us came into truth later in our youth, man, that had to, you know, be reformed, you know. But once you do, you have to come to wisdom like this. It says, come unto her as one that plowed and soweth, and wait for her good fruits. Yeah. So just, you got something?
He said, yep. He said, come to her as one that plows and is sow, being ready to work.
Yep.
Can't be lazy when you come into the truth.
Yep.
And that's why it's good to come in here when you, like you said, in your youthful age.
And you gotta wait. You gotta wait for her good fruit. So as you plant something, you might get done planting some tomatoes. That don't mean you just stop working. You go plant something else and wait for that to come up. Yep. It might be a while before you see anything raised up. But that's part of the knowledge. Like Jake want to see a turnout quick, man. Yep. And that's not how this works, man. That's not how this works. You've been waiting on certain prophecies to pass for thousands of years. But you still see the prophets. What were they doing? They were sowing that fruit, man. They were teaching the word. They were prophesying the truth. You know? Yep. So we ain't no different for us. But thou shalt not toil much in laboring about her, but thou shalt eat of the fruits of her fruits right soon. So that's got to be your hope, man. You can't just, you know, you can't just work just when you know when stuff's about to go good. You got to do it whenever ain't nothing around, man.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of brothers that count on their lives being in not a good situation, but they came in this truth and they had to sow for a while, but now they all right. Now they doing okay, man. Because we know this is what's going to happen if you do it. We know this is what's going to happen. Verse 5, and this is why you want to learn and you don't want to stop learning, Jake. She is very unpleasant to the unlearned. That wisdom is not something that you want to play with and just get the bare minimum and just sit around. It's not going to be pleasant to you, man. That's why the Lord said he don't like lukewarm, man. You got to be hot or cold. You can't be playing around and just learning just a little bit that's going to suit you in your situation. You got to learn what's going to help the next brother. You got to learn things that's going to help the people around you so you can be able to help them grow. You know, whatever in their vineyard, man. Because we all sowing and plowing for Yahweh Shai. That's even all the way down to the women and children in the hopeful elect. That's why we tell you women out there that's going around saying shalom everywhere, hey, you better be getting ready to serve one of these men. You're supposed to be sowing and plowing, man. You're supposed to be doing something for one of us. That's your job. You know? And like they said, they try to say it's a loneliness men epidemic. No, it ain't. We good. Because the only men that I see is the men of Great Millstone. Everybody else, these people about to be women, man. And we tell you that, you better shoot your shot. Because if you don't, somebody else gonna pick the ball up, man. Because the Lord ain't just put y'all in that spirit to respect the men of the Lord and then not serve one, man. So it's a time limit on everything. Just like for us, if we come into the truth and we just unlearned and not really knowing what we're supposed to do, the truth gonna be unpleasant to us. It's supposed to be something pleasant for us, man. Because the world hasn't been pleasant to Jake, man. You know? So it says, he that is without understanding will not remain with her. Verse 21, she will lie upon him as a mighty stone of trial, and he will cast her from him ere it be long.
Can't handle it.
Can't handle it, man.
That's why what it said, 2 Timothy 2 Timothy verse 2. I mean, not chapter 2. I think it said they should not. The time will come when they will not endure sound.
Go ahead, pull it up. Pull it up. I'll read while you pulling that up. Verse 22. For wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many. Like we said earlier, the esoteric knowledge. Not many people are going to be able to hold on to this truth and keep it, man. Not a lot of people are going to be able to hold on and withstand the heat coming, man. And you know, I work as a chef, so hey, you know how we said, can't take the heat, Jake. You better get out the kitchen, man. It's about to get hot. It's about to get hot, man. Only the strong gonna survive. We're talking about spiritual. We ain't talking about physical. We're talking about enduring in this doctrine, man. And it's gonna get hot. The persecution gonna come. The false accusations gonna come. People looking at you sideways everywhere you go. If you can't handle just being an Israelite right now, whenever we ain't even seeing that on a large scale of these people looking at us as wicked, then you're not gonna be ready when those times really get hot, man. Everybody thinking that the weather. We talk about the weather. We talk about the weather. We talk about the spiritual. We're finna really face, man. As Israelites, man. We're finna face some real drastic times together, man. You know.
And yeah. So, like God said, you know, hey, this is what we've been prepared for. You know, you can't hear this, then ain't nothing happening yet.
Yeah, he ain't even got started yet.
But this is what 2 Timothy chapter 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 3. It says, "For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine." You know, so a lot of people, they can't handle, you know, what the men of the Lord boldly speak, man.
You know what?
You know,
What it say? The doctrine is for correction and instruction. They don't want to listen to that.
oh, matter of fact, I'm glad you said that, because before that it says in verse 2, it says, "Preach the word, be instant in season," which is right now the summertime where we at, and out of season, which is the wintertime when it's too cold outside.
And summertime too, because
It'd be too hot. Yeah, like now. Yeah, it's fun. You know, but
you can't say the apostles and elders are some normal men, man. They've been doing this for years.
Yeah, con.
One of some of us been alive, man.
yeah, dealing with the demons too,
Man,
women,
man, man. It'll make it real.
on a consistent basis, like not taking a year off, a week off. You know what I'm saying? It's continually, man.
Because the apostles understand, and the elders, man, they understand that if they don't do it, there ain't gonna be no life. There ain't gonna be no life for us, man. That's how we know the way out, man.
Yeah, you would have said you take that light away, somebody gonna fall into a hole or a ditch.
Somebody gonna
fall into the river. Yeah. So and then your soul is blamed for that.
Yep.
Okay.
It said reprove, rebuke.
Hey, reprove, rebuke. That's why they don't want to listen to it, man. You know?
Reprove. That's right.
Because the churches, you can just sit in there all day and learn shit and leave. I don't think IUIC have a rebuke policy. You know? I don't think they rebuke anybody. Unless it's about a woman or something. I mean, that's just being true. Go ahead.
It says reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. So
that's another reason I keep wearing long suffering.
Yep.
They don't want a long suffering. Yep. That's why you don't see women doing this ministry. Those women that went on that show or something with them, they was comfortable in their seat. They wasn't mad at all. You take true men of the Lord and you gather them together and try to ask, they're gonna be mad as hell. Like, what the fuck? Yep. Because you are the devil. They didn't express no hatred toward Esau. Yep. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah. Because it'll show, man. If you're really not upset with this devil's done, it's gonna show. We're gonna see it. And we might not even tell you. But we know if you're really not upset about this shit, man. I tell you, some days I was so upset, I damn near felt like I'm about to take somebody's fucking head off in this motherfucker, man. I fucking hated it, man. We fucking hated it, Jake. We hate seeing our people like this, man.
They say they hated their lives unto death.
Unto death, man. We ain't having no fucking fun here, man. All we do is fucking work.
America's death. They don't got nothing to offer. No true friendship, no true brotherhood. Oh, go ahead.
This we'll just do this. We have an hour and 30. Then we'll close out. Unless Jan got something. It's Sirach, the book of Sirach, chapter 30. This is a good one to close out to. The book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 24, verse 32. I will yet make doctrine to shine as the morning. See?
What does it say? Sound doctrine.
Right? Son of the morning.
You just can't have the truth and doctrine, and there's no rebuke instruction.
Yeah.
Leading people somewhere. You know? You can't just have that. Shit, a lot of these atheists are doing more than the churches today and shit.
Yeah.
They coming up trying to prove God is not real. They're doing more than they are.
Yeah.
The bums on the corner are doing more than they are. Dude, what are you teaching, dude? Drunk and shit. You teaching, motherfucker. They're doing more than these churches are, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And will send forth her light afar off.
Afar off, man. So what did it say, Jerusalem? Didn't it say Jerusalem should be a light up on the hill or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Paraphrasing. But, you know, Jerusalem was overtaken and besieged, destroyed. Now they in our land. So what do you think Jerusalem is now? A people before it is a place.
Yep.
So all you devils that talking about where you wasn't born in Israel, so how could you be? Fuck that shit, man. Israel is a people, man. No matter where they move, no matter where they go.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what you just read out? That Bishop Nathan.
Boy, all right, that's what we talking about.
Hey, what it said that they sent it for her light from afar off. So we ain't got to travel, man.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to tell you this.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. It's too real, man. We ain't got to go to motherfucking Africa and shit.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Verse 33.
If you wasn't born in Jerusalem, they're gonna be like, well, you're not the city of light.
Come on, man.
No, I am, because I'm a descendant of David, descendant of King Solomon, descendant of the Israelites. So I am. Hey, the Most High, hey, it's called Israelite. We the light. Israelite. He's called an Edomite. Mite, man.
Yep. Termite.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what he is, because he's eating on that wood and shit. Trying to tear down houses, trying to tear down the house of David. The tabernacle of David, the house of David is not physical, it's spiritual, man. Yep. You can't touch it. You can't touch it, man.
Because you remember he got those that wood. He said he got those trees. I can't remember what they're called, and he built the pillars with them. Yeah. What do termites do? They eat wood, man. They're trying to do the same thing today, man. They're trying to eat at this temple, man. You can't get it. No, it's not the sycamore. It's like the almond tree. Yeah. It's like we were studying it too. You know, the type of trees he had. Man, it said the harps that they got from some of them trees that they got. He said they ain't even seen that type of wood even to this day. And they had some boy. Solomon had some riches, man. Y'all don't even know, man. Tell you, man. There's some beautiful stories in this book, man. But it's verse 33. I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy and leave it to all ages forever, man. Forever, man. Yeah. Forever. So the prophecy is never faded away. And that's what people are forgetting, that the Lord is the spirit of prophecy, man. And this is what they said. This is what the Lord said will happen. They will wear out the saints of the Most High. They will vex us with the filthy conversation. But we still shining, man.
Yeah, if you're not vexed with the field concept, you
one of them. We shining because of what we dislike this place, man. We hate this place.
They say in the scripture, say we're abominations to the wicked. They're abominations to us.
That's right. Make our faces hard against their faces. Mm-hmm. Say hard, Jake.
Yeah, Jake be like, yeah, the water, you know.
Yeah.
We, at least we got water, and who supplies water? Americans and shit. America feeds us, and Egypt feeds us. That's that bullshit. Because what they say, there's the destitute, but what they say, the rock was slew, and water came out that rock, man.
And like they always say, go back to Africa. Don't worry. Right after we blow this bitch up, we is going to go over there. We're going to whoop everybody's ass over there, and your ass is getting to work. Don't worry. We're going to do it soon, but we ain't going to do it on your time, you fucking devil. We're going to do it on your outside time.
Prophecy. GMS is the only one about prophecy, prophecy, prophecy. That's important. That's the end of time. That's Esau's the end of the world and Jacob's beginning of thereof. All that consists of prophecy. The bombs that's going to fall on the wicked. What else? The light of the wicked being put out. The Illuminati getting taken down. That's prophecy. You know?
Yeah, that's all I got, man. That's it.
You know? So, the illuminated, get that last one. The light of wicked shall be put out.
All right, go ahead.
That's the Illuminati. And the body of the Illuminati. What it goes back to as a whole, these Edomites. The light's going to be put out. Lucifer going to be put out, and there's just going to be Luciferians on the other side still living in shit and able to do shit and control shit. Nah.
Hell no. All that knowledge they have, all that illuminated knowledge is going to be eradicated, man.
Mm-hmm.
Soon.
What it say? This should be the truth of the land of the whole world. It should be, you know, and Jerusalem too. It should be the beauty of the whole world.
Job 18:5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out.
So that's letting you know it's a light. Light doesn't pertain to just good all the time. It's the light of the wicked. Spiritual wickedness in high places. Gonna be put out, man. Go ahead.
And the spark of his
called Lights Out, Devil.
Yep.
Lights Out, Devil. What did it say? I suck it, but what did it say in the movie? Trading Places. He said, somebody turn the lights back on. The system had failed, man. Go ahead.
It says, and the spark of his fire shall not shine.
Spark of his fire shall not shine, man.
Yep. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle.
He's setting himself up like he controls the star of Israel. Like he got the light and nobody else.
Because he think he got the light. You know, I seen this one Edomite. He walked into this chicken store and he had his shirt off and they was telling him to leave. He said, I'm an electrician. I'll shut your whole shit down. He said, no, you won't. Boy, he went around the back corner and all the lights went out in that motherfucker.
In some secret,
we the true electricians.
Exactly. In some secret place, like you said, in some cavern or some lab, he's on his microscopic table in the darkness of mankind, so to speak. And he's experimenting with shit, and he sees shit lit up in different colors and shit and different elements of what he's dealing with. And you think he's a top scientist? Yeah. You think he got it, man? You think he up to something, man? Yeah, go ahead. Light of wicked shall be put out. Go ahead.
Said, his strength, slack, snip. Hey, man, what the hell?
That's basically the point.
Okay, yeah, it said the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him.
His candle shall be put out with him, man.
So everything he saw, created, you know, all his technology, even his philosophies, all that's going with him. There would be no
blow out your candle with your last birthday.
That's right.
Last one.
What would it say? We candles too. On the right hand side, what did it say? So candles. You know? So we're light. It also says make your single eye full of light, man. That it'll be darkened. So we don't trim our ways to dwell in darkness and then try to run to the light when the Most High turn off the lights to this place. We already gonna be on the light side. The light is within us, man. You know? So we don't have to search the light. Most High picked us out of the womb. Made us that spark. You know? What did it say? Jerusalem shall be a spark. Shall be a spark in the house of Israel. So Israel shall be a spark among the stubble. Joseph like a flame. You know? So we the real Illuminati basically on the right hand side. You know? Just to let you know. They always, you know, when the celebrities come out with the Illuminati, they think they make it one-sided. No, it's Illuminati on the right hand side. Lucifer on the right hand side. And it bothers me because they're not word savvy. They don't know words. That's all it is. They don't know words. That's why apostles, elders, bishops say go into words, man. But anyway, that's it. Another day is hot as hell. Getting out of the sun, man. Giving all praises to Yahweh by some Yahweh side by some Double honors to the apostle, elder, bishop, the great millstone. My citation to the brothers, teach your word for the hopeful late, soon to be the late. Most High will to the hopeful sin, y'all one blessing, man. With them children, straight spirits, return it back to the Most High, and bless all those that tuned in and that didn't tune in. That was on the comedy board, brothers and few sisters. Shalom, blessing.
Shalom.